intentional about allowing the Holy Spirit to empower you. You are intentional about having the presence of the Holy Spirit in your life, depending on Him rather than your own strength, your own wisdom, or your own understanding. The Holy Spirit is the third person of the Trinity, and He is fully God. Today, Romans chapter 8, verses 12 through 14. This is Paul talking to the church in Rome. He says, therefore, brothers and sisters, we have an obligation, but it is not to the flesh to live according to it. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live. For those that are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God. Paul says that we have an obligation. We have a duty, a commitment. And that commitment, that duty, that obligation is not to live according to the flesh. It's not to relive our old way of life. See, the flesh has nothing to offer us. And that's why Paul was telling the Romans. He said, if you live according to the flesh, you will die. It's a spiritual death. It's a spiritual death. Have you imagined? I've been here so many times, so I'm gonna give myself as an example. Whenever I allow my mind to take me on a tangent, it might be a thought that the enemy throws, and I grab that thought. It could be a thought that is unholy, a thought that somebody did me wrong, and you know how your mind will start calculating and meditating on the wrong that people do you, and you start developing hatred for that person, and you start remembering everything that person has done to you, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they do that. Oh, I can't believe that's how we yield to the flesh. It starts as a thought. And the thought just begins to grow. That's why what do you call it? When people commit crime, they talk about premeditated crime, right? That means they've thought about it. They've allowed it to settle. They've had time to think over and over until it takes over their mind, over their thoughts, that they cannot control themselves until they